Mops head. And we have a special guest
Yeah,
and a guest.
Well, I thought I was like the intern or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, we have a special guest, Jared.
Yep, Dr. X.
He's a engineer
Yeah.
and an audio engineer.
Best of the best.
Oh, cheers, man.
He taught me how to drift in cars, how to drive on my knees.
All the essentials there.
Yeah. He's ethnic.
Yep.
He's some
Habibi.
ethnicity. He has a big cock.
Oh,
No homo.
no homo, no homo. As long as you say no homo,
Yeah.
it cancels it out.
He. He's
And
good.
then-
He does kickboxing.
Yep,
Anyone else want to talk?
He actually is Superwog
pretty much.
the
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah.
He's been acting. Superwog's not a real person.
Yeah, bro, I'm undercover. All the wires underneath.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got Jody.
Yes.
Jody's been on before, right?
A few times.
Oh, have you?
What
Oh.
episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason, what episode?
7.
Oh,
Wait, what episode is this?
21. Or 22.
ooh.
The pod's 21 now.
I think 22.
Pod's legal everywhere.
22 is my lucky number.
21's not even started
We'll call it
editing
22.
yet.
All right, so do we have a list of stuff we're going to talk about?
Yeah, so number 1,
Okay.
no fat strategy.
All right, no fat. So, no fat. You guys want to start off, or
It's freaking real, bro. The testosterone just piles
it
up.
just goes like you can hear a pin drop if you don't chuck it back in 2 weeks?
Mhm.
Am I alright saying this in front of you?
Yeah, no, I'm alright.
Oh, you okay? I just don't want to scare you.
No, how dare you talk about that in front of me.
What, guys, fat?
I was reading this book, and it's like, every time you have an orgasm, it's like a miniature death. Like, your soul leaves you, and you get a
Whoa.
fresh soul.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it's like, if you fap every day, you're losing your soul every day. It's like you're starting fresh every day, like a new
Yeah,
baby.
because you actually build up the testosterone.
Yeah.
Right? So testosterone gets built up, and then it gets reset. But as you build up testosterone, you start to. It's like you're almost a new. For me, at least, I don't know you guys. Yeah, you're another person almost. You get
Yeah.
superhuman strengths.
You start hitting girls.
Yeah, you start, you know, it just becomes so. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, you got to fat, but don't watch porn.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Like
Yeah.
porn is just. I think it's just a government control measure to keep people. It's just an industry.
You reckon the government supports porn?
I reckon low key they do. Yeah. Otherwise, they would have banned it.
Yeah,
True,
the
probably,
government
you know?
probably uses more porn than most people.
They
Yeah.
get so
How
much
much
tax
do you-
money.
It
on
seems
it.
so easy to access. Like, you just search up midgets on the internet, like, first link is porn.
Next thing is porn. Yeah. It just fucks up your mind, your relationships, your mind, everything just fucks up.
Yeah. Then when you orgasm, you're always like, what have I done?
Yeah, you just regret it.
Fuck.
So
when you use your imagination, it's just
yeah.
yes.
But the thing is, like some of the riffs I made
Yeah.
when I abstained for like I'm talking a month, some of the riffs I look back, it just sounds amazing even now.
Man.
But some of them they sound half-assed because they're not that. The oomph isn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you reckon it's because you got that motivation to get pussy? So you're putting that into your riffs?
Probably, but you just even beyond pussy, beyond like forget about pussy, like
Forget
like,
about pussy.
like, fuck pussy. Just you actually become like strong, like harder to kill, stronger. That's my experience. I don't know about you guys. Like even in the octagon, when I'm sparring people on
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks.
You've been in the octagon.
Yeah, when I'm sparring people in the gym and stuff.
Bro,
I was sparring these 2 Lebo guys,
Yeah.
and we were bloodied up and stuff. And I was like smiling after. I was like, I wanted
No
more
way.
because you just that adrenaline, testosterone, everything just
Yeah.
builds up.
Mate.
You ready to go to
I'm
war?
always on like day 2 and day 3. I just feel like version 2 of myself.
Yeah.
It's like,
Bro, wait till you get to like day 15, 16.
Yeah, I think my highest was like, yeah.
What's your highest, Jody?
What? Wait, what?
No fat.
No fat.
Couple hours.
Yeah, no, constantly. No, I don't know. You don't really count. I feel like chicks don't really, because it's not like a daily thing for chicks. At least I don't think.
Mm.
It's just like every once in a while, I guess.
As in like every once a week or twice a week?
It really ranges. Like
Ranges.
I can go months. I can go weeks.
So you don't watch porn at all?
Not really.
Okay.
Fuck.
When
Didn't
I
you get like
first started
blue
like being
ovaries or
sexually
something?
active, I watched porn for like education.
Yeah, yeah.
educational purposes?
Yeah.
Imagine
But, like,
Neil deGrasse Tyson makes educational porn.
But it makes don't you agree that it makes society weaker with porn?
Yeah.
Because
for
look at our parents, look at our grandparents. They didn't have porn. They
Yeah,
built cities, and
everything,
built
yeah.
everything. Everything we have is from them.
These days we just tear shit down.
Yeah. So life's just become too easy, and then we resort to porn.
What if it's just a feminist movement? Like all the feminists just decided to become porn stars just to milk all the men of their testosterone.
But
Make them feel like bitches.
I actually don't believe chicks. They only do it for money. They're only in the porn industry for
Yeah.
money. I don't think they genuinely want to be there. Like, look at what do their parents think of them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's usually always money. Every chick that I know that does that kind of shit, it's all just like money.
Yeah, exactly.
What are their
No one does it. No
step-parents
one,
think
no
of
one
them?
like is a little. There's no girl out there that's like, I want to grow up and be a porn star.
Yeah,
Like,
that's exactly right. Even if they do, there's probably people that have come from broken families,
Yeah.
people that don't really have a goal, people that are, just don't have a vision mindset. They resort to that because it's quick cash, and they look back on it and they get depressed. Some of them commit suicide.
Yeah.
Jump off a lot of cases where they jump off buildings and
no, but even like all that shit with Mia Khalifa, like
Yeah.
how she was only in the porn industry for like what, like a month, 2 months, and then she regrets it so much.
now she can't talk to her parents at all. She lost it. She doesn't have anything now.
Yeah.
As if she gets to #1 in a couple months.
Yeah, but like
I don't know who you're
I think it's
talking
because it
about.
was so controversial. You don't know who Mia
Who's
Khalifa
Mia
is?
Khalifa?
You don't know Mia Khalifa?
She doesn't do midget porn.
But that leads to the next. So, do you believe everything is predetermined? Do you believe, for example, now?
How does that lead to that?
Well, like, was she predetermined to do porn?
No.
Because she ended up not wanting to.
No, I'm just talking about in general. Why is this exactly there? Why is this fork right
Why'd you
there?
point at it?
Was that predetermined?
No.
Why?
No? So you believe in free will?
Yeah, 100%. Predeterminism's bullshit.
You reckon? What do you believe, Jody?
Everything's too random.
I don't know. I feel like free will is definitely a thing, but a lot of people don't realize it. It's like,
Do you believe that everything you're doing now, for example, you doing that on
Yeah.
that, was that already predetermined for you to do that?
I don't know. I'm doing it subconsciously.
Ah. So are we just actors playing a role that's already predetermined? So are all the decisions already made, and we're just
I
acting?
don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm with predeterminism.
Really?
I am as well.
Yeah.
But
I
like
think
you could
if-
so easily just, but like if you have this random realization where you're just like, oh, I want to fuck shit up, then you can just go and, you know what I mean? It's like you can
Yeah.
always go off the rails.
But will you? Because there's consequences.
Yeah,
Ah.
but like I feel like sometimes you reach a certain point where you're just like, where you don't even acknowledge the consequences because you're just living in the moment.
So if you're on a cliff,
And that's meant to happen.
Yeah.
so if you're on a cliff and you got that urge to jump the cliff, so in French they call it l'appel du vide, which means the urge to jump off
That's
a cliff.
suicide.
That's such a specific word.
Yeah, no, it's a French word.
You should know it.
It's a
Jeremy.
real thing.
I don't speak
Every time I'm on a
French
cliff, I like think
that
something
well.
like that. I'm like, what would it be like?
Yeah,
to jump
there's a
off?
word for that. There's
Yeah.
a French word for that. Yeah. So why don't you jump the cliff?
Because it's like human instinct not to die.
Mm.
But if you do jump the cliff, is that predetermined?
No. No.
I should ask my uncles. They all killed themselves.
But you got to have that connection from the death. That's the $1 million question. We don't have that connection.
Yeah.
I reckon there's some things in your life that are predetermined, like who your family is, who like your closest friends are and stuff. But like, and some people, they only follow their predetermined life. Like they don't put much effort into changing like their world. Like they just follow where the world takes them. Like a stream. They just like flow with everything. But some people, they break out of it and they go do like.
But the fact that they
choose to
did
do
break
something
out of
different.
it could have been predetermined. You were meant to do that. It was meant for a reason.
But then
you know what I mean? That is sitting there exactly there. It's not sitting there. It's there for a reason.
Why would someone's life be predetermined to be successful and someone else's is predetermined to be fucking shit?
Because it was predetermined to be. If it's predetermined, it's predetermined. Whether
Wait,
it's good or bad.
If it was
does that
predetermined,
mean-
it
if you
means
believe
someone
in,
would
like,
be determined.
Okay, so if you think everything's predetermined, does that mean that everyone that's like in poverty, everyone that's like died, everyone that's got like these mad drug addictions, someone that's like all of the bad shit, is that like that's predetermined?
Because
who would determine that to be that life?
they're meant to teach other people to not go down that path.
But sometimes
So
they're just
some
born
people are
into
just
it.
born to be an example of what not to do.
Yeah.
Nah, no way.
They help other people.
but I feel like everyone's born with a purpose that's not. Everyone's born with a positive purpose.
All right, let's
Like,
think of
not
let's.
everyone's
All right,
born.
I've got a good example. Let's pretend for you guys watching at home as well. Pretend you're playing billiard. You got pool. You got one at the very start. You've got a ball. You got the white ball, and you're hitting the triangle, the other balls, right? In your first shot of the game.
Yeah.
When you hit that ball, it hits that, and those spread out, right?
Yeah.
They actually spread out. There's actually a mathematical formula now. They've made a formula that predetermines where every ball goes. All right. Now pretend life. The Big Bang starts, and everything else is based off that, and everything has its own projection. So the whole world, think of it as a billiard ball.
Yeah.
You get that initial shot, which is the Big Bang, they say. Everything else acts as a trajectory past that.
Yeah.
So that trajectory is already, it's going on a path, on a trajectory.
That only influences things that aren't conscious, like planets and stars. They all get moved by that trajectory.
You know what?
But then it came to a point where it, like, a spark ignited and consciousness started, and that's when it changes.
But consciousness was because of that initial thing.
Wait, maybe
Everything later, you know?
maybe everything is predetermined, right? But it's your choice at the end of the day whether or not to go that road. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like
Yeah, there
even-
is
That
a
choice
predetermined
is
path.
predetermined.
So that
That
means
choice is
but
predetermined.
that choice is free will.
Yeah.
No, but that choice, you're saying a choice, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I get
yeah.
to choose to play guitar, or I get to. But let's say you pick guitar.
Yeah.
I've got free will now, I've got free will. But no, you were predetermined to pick that guitar.
No, because if it was
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of.
Or whatever you
So-
say, I'm going to go back to.
We're just like Sims characters.
Yeah.
So say pretend you're on the computer and you're playing Sims.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden one guy at the screen, everyone's marching along doing anything. One guy looks at the screen at you. At you.
That's fucked. Yeah.
At you.
Just breaks the fourth wall.
Just looks at you and like realizes, fuck, there's someone that's controlling me.
Yeah.
Woo!
They should make that on the Sims.
Imagine that. You're playing SimCity or you're playing Age of Empires, whatever the game is. And all of a sudden, there's all these characters, they're all mining, they're all, one's going shopping, one's going this, that, one's there, one's going fishing. And all of a sudden, one guy, he's just digging a mine, and then he stops. He stops and he looks up at you. And you're like, what the fuck? And you pretend you are God now.
Yeah.
So God, we're like questioning ourselves,
Mm-mm.
I'm just
You know
gonna
what I
start
mean? Yeah.
randomly looking up at the sky. Just so that
It's just thought. I'm just food for
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
I reckon it's predetermined that the universe will expand into a conscious state, but once it reaches the conscious state, then the predeterminism stops and you're left up to free will.
That's how I see it.
But
too,
what is
yeah.
consciousness? What is consciousness?
Consciousness has existed like forever. It's just like the energy itself is
we can't
it's
explain.
become aware of its own existence.
But consciousness, it started from somewhere. So you create something. Let's say you have bacteria. It grows and it starts to become conscious. It grows because you enable it to grow in that dish, and it starts to be conscious. So it starts from somewhere. So everything is pre-calculated.
I reckon for like trillions of cycles, like because the universe cycles, it explodes, and then all the black holes suck everything back in
Yeah.
to the center again, it explodes again.
Yeah.
There were like trillions of cycles until eventually one of them started a consciousness.
But what if there's parallel universes now?
Well, there could be, but I think that consciousness didn't want to die out, so it like saved itself and it like organized all the energy so that next cycle it's even stronger, and next cycle it's even stronger. So like I think that consciousness predetermines the universe to form life, but like that life itself isn't predetermined in the way it lives, because like the way we live determines like what feelings we get, and that large consciousness, it can feel all the feelings that every creature gets at the same time.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Those feelings they're pre-calculated.
If it was pre-calculated, everyone would be having the best time of their lives constantly.
No, because one person, it's got to be balanced. One person's got to be happy, and one person's got to be sad to balance everything's about balance here. You know what I mean? Everything's got to be balanced.
It's trying to move in a direction where everything's like more happy, like more positive. Like eventually, the universe will feel like so much better than it did at the start. Like it's heating up.
But what's happiness? What do you guys feel is happy? What is happy?
Yeah, what is happy?
What is happy? People say good, people say bad, people say happy, people say... What does that actually mean?
It's when you're just like comfortable with your situation. You're not worried about like things going bad. You're not worried about things like stopping.
I feel like it's just a state of like
Health, accomplishments.
I feel like it doesn't have anything to do with like physical shit though. It's not a material thing, so you can't.
It just has to do with fear. Like if you're scared of something, you can't be happy. But if you're not scared, then you're happy.
But
it has a lot to do with stability as well though. It's like you have to feel stable and like solid as a person and like as a spirit.
Yeah.
Or else you can't be happy.
But what if some people like living with their parents? Some people like... So it's subjective. What I'm trying to say is happy and they're all subjective. What's good and bad for you? I might have different values for good and bad.
Yeah.
You know?
But if the universe was conscious and it was predetermining everyone's life, and it feels like everyone's life, like what they feel in their life, wouldn't it predetermine everyone to feel as good as possible all the time?
No, because it'll be out of balance. It's all about balance.
I don't think it would be out of balance, because maybe at the start, like everyone has negative feelings because we're all evolving, but eventually we evolve into a state where everyone's like pure ecstasy constantly, and like that's the balance. The balance goes through time. Like at the start of time, things are negative, but then they move into a positive state.
Okay, great. So we go to a positive state, all right, and the air pollution goes up and up, and the world starts eating itself. We're all happy, but all of a sudden global warming, and then our world dies.
Yeah,
and human becomes extinction.
Everyone's gonna move to Mars, I reckon.
Okay, we move to Mars and we waste up all the resources there.
The rich people are gonna move to Mars. The rich people are gonna leave all the poor people behind.
Great. So the rich people goes to Mars. Great.
Yeah.
Rich people goes to Mars,
Yeah.
and now Mars starts to run out of water and oxygen and everything else.
Yeah.
Where do they go next?
It's like a bacteria. It's like mushrooms. Like if you go into a forest and kill all the mushrooms, like spores will move to some other forest and they'll start growing there, and like humanity would just move through the
the way you're explaining everything, it sounds like it's going on a trajectory.
Yeah.
But is that trajectory free will?
I reckon.
That's the $1 million.
They could choose to go to Mars, or they could choose to go to Pluto.
But he's got a point when he's like, what?
But that choice,
like he said, because like if the planet's literally dying and you have no choice but to move, then that's
predetermined.
Predetermined. But let's say you go to Mars now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you run out of resources.
Yeah.
That Mars starts dying.
Yeah.
What happens then?
Then you've got to find somewhere else.
And there's no other planets left.
Well, I reckon.
And we run out of technology.
What is predetermined is that the sun eventually will get big enough that it swallows the whole galaxy and all life will be gone. That is predetermined. But what you do in the time before that happens, I don't think that's predetermined.
Oof.
Like the party that goes on before everything ends, like that's just up to free will. And then when it does end, it all sucks back in and resets.
Yeah, you know what? Going back to the happiness, I feel like happiness would have to do with you accepting the fact that everything's gonna end and the predeterminism is gonna like come back and you have to just deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, what do you reckon? I actually disagree with free will. I believe have you seen the movie Matrix, right? Where everything's zeros and ones, everything's information. All right, so we see it as this, but in action, God sees it, or the higher up sees it as information. This is all information. The reason we can't go through that, I can't touch through that. It's on a hologram, is because the combinations of 0 and 1, the force field creates it a material. It's everything can be digits here, information. A force field,
energy vibrating in a certain frequency.
In a certain frequency, makes it look, and it becomes solid. For us. Yeah. There might be more dimensions than 3. Like when you look at an ant just moves that way, and you're like, come on, ant, just come up. Why don't you fly? Why don't you come up?
It doesn't know
there's another one above. So there might be someone higher up. I say, why don't we just go up here? There's another dimension here. Yeah. We can't do that,
Yeah, 100%.
But
isn't that like going to space though? That's like finding a new dimension.
Well, space is still technically 3D in our world.
Yeah.
Because you got X, Y, Z axis. All right.
Well, I guess like in the old days we only walked across the Earth though. Like we couldn't get off the Earth.
But the thing is, time and space is a warp now. It's an actual mesh. So the faster you go, Einstein proved this, the faster you go, time actually... so say you're on the spaceship and you went the speed of sound, the speed of light.
Yeah.
And you come back in 30 minutes of your time. We are all probably 60 years old by then.
Oh yeah, like in Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar.
Yeah.
So we will probably all be 60 years old. Like, Jason, we've been waiting for you for 40, 50 years. Yeah. Where are you?
Yeah.
And then, it only took 30 minutes. They'll be on your spaceship because time clock's slower when you...
It's like that Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah, the new episode.
Where, so in the other dimension, there's just this wine sitting there.
Yeah.
So like it ages faster. So then Rick just keeps sending Morty to go get the wine. But the portal keeps fucking up their world. And like they get traumatized and they start
a new one.
They start
I've never seen it.
They build like a castle.
When did they release new episodes? Is that recent?
Bro, we have to watch it after the pod. It just blows your mind.
So
I thought they quit making episodes, man.
Nah.
I know.
But yeah, even mass increases when you go speed of light. So you are probably let's say you're 75 kilos.
So it's like when someone's speeding and like they collide with someone, it's like really intense.
Not so much that, your inertial mass increases. So in physics, it's called inertial mass. So basically, if you go the speed of light, if you're 70 kilos now, you'll probably be 50 tons.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But is that just the energy you're carrying in speed gets turned into mass?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like your inertial mass becomes more. And also, length contracts. So as you go to the speed of light, that's why they say only God can travel the speed of light. Nothing else can. Other than light, obviously. But nothing can go higher than the speed of light.
Yeah. Maybe God is.
I reckon light is God. Yeah. Maybe God is all the energy combined.
Yeah.
But light could be a wave or a particle. We don't even know that. We don't. Science has.
Isn't it?
It's both. It's a wavicle.
Yeah, a wavicle.
Yeah. Physics hasn't.
I think it's both. From psychedelics,
it's both.
You can see it when you start seeing shit on psychedelics. It's like wavy, but you can also see the particles.
So if I put my finger up right at that light, at the bottom, you will see. How do I say it? If I shine light at this, right, and behind it you have a film. There's some of it goes back here, and you're like, how the fuck did a light particle end up there? So it's like a wave in a way. But in some ways, if you don't look at it, it's straight line. So if you don't look at light, it's a photon, which is a particle. If you look at light, it acts as a wave. So it's depending how you look at it. That's what physics.
Yeah, it's
scientists don't even know to this day if light is a wave or a particle.
No way it's one or the other. It's both.
Could be So it could be induction. No one knows what light is.
It's the same with like radioactive decay. Like you don't know if it's decayed or not until you measure.
That's the thing. They've got the half-life and everything.
Yeah. It's so true.
It doesn't decay.
It's like it reacts to us looking at it.
It decays to a stage, but it never goes away. It just plateaus and never goes away.
Yeah.
So if you put an injection in you at the half-life, CT scan, that will always be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what are we talking about? Light.
Predeterminism.
Predeterminism. So I actually believe everything is predetermined.
Does that mean you just like go with the flow? Do you ever make any like?
That doesn't mean that I just sit here. Oh, everything's predetermined. I'll just, you know, I'll just do
I have to
what.
look for it. I hope someone will give me
Someone will give me it. No, that doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
That means I still do, but I don't beat myself over something bad. Sometimes out of bad, good things happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a reason something bad happened to you.
Yeah. Like you don't hold on to an old ex like because of what could have happened.
Yeah.
Something better will happen.
Yeah. There's a reason for that. Like, I believe everything happens for a reason.
Fucking no.
I don't know. I feel like you can make the most out of any situation though.
Yeah. Like, I've seen people, you know, homeless people, they end up being, you know, millionaires, successful, people without, like, people start, like Skrillex. Look at Skrillex. He was an orphanage.
Oh, yeah.
He was an orphan, and he got adopted. He never knew he was adopted until he was 16. Then he got a mental breakdown. He left his parents. But look at him now. He found his journey through music. He formed relationships, found passions through mixing, and you know, he always had a positive attitude and this and that. Released music.
He easily could have just smoked weed every day and not.
He could have just He could have just sat in the gutter and just.
But, he chooses to like work hard, make his music.
Bro, he was sleeping on couches and warehouses back in dubstep when dubstep first started. He was, you know.
But he has to make that choice to put that effort into music, you know.
100%.
Is making that choice predetermined? Like, I feel like it's not.
So we're agreeing that it's both. It's determined that we use the free will to make choices.
Yeah.
So it's that balance again.
So it could be predetermined, but you have a range. It might be a range of free will, a slight window, but it still goes through that window.
But I feel like that's not free will then, if it's got limits to it.
Well, free will means anything can happen. It's chaos.
It's kind of like this. If
chaos.
you shoot like a cannon, like you shoot a cannonball, like you've predetermined a range where it could hit, but things could affect it, like the air could affect where it goes,
the angle,
or like a bird hitting it could like knock it off its course. Like in our life, it's like we've been shot from a cannon, and the world like affects our trajectory, like where we could go.
That's right.
Yeah.
So in a way, you're actually believing in predeterminism.
I don't, but
because that cannon is predetermined to go there.
But like we're not cannonballs, you know. Like if someone shot me out of a cannon, like I could move my arms and choose where to go.
We're a bit more complex than that. You can't just like put it into like that kind of a.
We're not just like dead weight. Like we actually have the ability to choose. Or are we just tricked into thinking we have this?
Do you believe that choice is from you, or is it from decisions made?
I feel like it is.
You believe it's from you?
Yeah, because like people can kill themselves. Like that wouldn't be predetermined that creatures can just kill themselves.
Well, killing yourself could be predetermined.
Fuck, man.
And then the next person looks at it and go, "Why did he kill himself?" Okay, I'm not going to do that. And then they go on this path and end up being that. And then everything is. That's what I believe.
Well, it doesn't matter if we are or not, because like we all have egos and we want to like make something in life. So
yeah.
Either way, we're still gonna do what we do.
Still what it is. It's just the thought, just the thinking.
The whole time.
I don't know. It was stopped though.
Oh fuck.
Do you want to see how long the other one was?
Yeah.
The government is controlling our cameras.
Far out. Just tap into the phones, huh?
We really need a person like checking that we're filming the whole time, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
Or even just flip it and put it on reverse camera. Do you have that?
Yeah, but then the quality.
Oh, the quality goes down. Yeah. No, thanks for you. Actually, you usually chicks get pissed off, don't they? If you talk about
what?
like no fat and stuff.
Oh, that. I love how you just said thanks. You're welcome.
Yeah. No, you're pretty chill.
Dude is so chill.
Yeah. Oh man. I feel like wicked wings or something.
Yeah, I feel like.
I wish we had those prawns, man.
Yeah. What the hell?
What the hell, James?
Nah, I'm kidding.
My brother's always like that, man. He eats everything.
Yeah.
Nothing's safe in our fridge, man.
Are we recording now?
Yeah, it's recording
no.
again. The audio's been going the whole time, but the video cut out.
Oh, okay.
I think like if the phone starts overheating or something, it just cuts video.
Oh.
Like most cameras do that.
Yeah.
I got this mad DSLR and it only records 20 minutes. And then it
Oh,
cuts
okay.
out. It's fucked.
But are these on?
Yeah, they're on.
Yeah, they're
They've
on.
been on the whole time.
Okay, sweet.
You can just do 30 minutes video and then just cut to like just audio only.
True.
Yeah.
Did you have a topic you want to say, Joey?
Not really. I kind of came here last minute.
Oh, okay. Do you have any topics in mind?
I'm trying to think about something that would be relevant.
No, what do you do in your spare time?
Just art.
Shit, yeah.
Huh?
Poetry, art.
Oh, poetry. Haiku?
No, I just write shit.
Alright, nice.
Yeah.
Can you write lyrics and stuff?
I mean, I guess you can. Poetry can be turned into lyrics.
Yeah, true. That's good.
Yeah.
I always try to steal chicks' poems and turn them into songs.
Oh, yeah.
Aiden, you look like they didn't let you sign up for the army.
Oh.
They wouldn't. They drug test you.
Wait, are we both right?
Yeah. Except this one's real. This is actual multicam.
Yeah, this is some around $10 shit.
I got given this by a guy who's in cadets.
It's shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
It's Ozcam, I think.
Because you got the black and white version and the white ones. This is like the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got different camo for each country.
Yeah,
Based on the landscape.
yeah.
It's pretty bad.
You look like they didn't let you graduate cadets, so you're still going.
Fuck cadets, man. I could not do
Is your
that.
hair like
Way too structured. Probably. It's
I
pretty
reckon
long.
Yeah,
it's
I
the same.
saw you walking out outside. I was like, there's nowhere that's Aiden. He's got like a wig on or something. What the fuck?
I brushed it today. That's why it's so long.
Oh yeah.
No, it looks alright, man.
Yeah.
Looks alright.
Sometimes I go a whole week without brushing it, man. And just
Yeah.
like, fuck, it turns into like a broom.
Oh, yeah?
It's so bad. Long hair is so hard to maintain.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have long hair. You were the braids.
Yeah, I remember when you had long hair.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to rock up with long hair.
No.
When'd you cut it?
Oh, ages ago. I even bleached it. Yeah.
When it was long.
It was long, yeah.
What
It
did
turned
you-
all crispy and stuff. Yeah.
Far out.
Is your hair natural?
No, it's not naturally red. It used to be half purple, half red.
Oh,
Now
wow.
it's full red.
Looks alright.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's so fucking dead.
It's not-
It's crispy, like you just said. It gets fucking crispy. It's
But
so
did you
bad.
dye it or did you bleach it?
Both. I bleached it, and then I bleach it like twice every time I bleach it, and then because I have natural. You can see it's like naturally dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it never holds onto color.
Yeah.
The tips of it is so bleached that it won't hold onto any color. That's why it gets so light.
Yeah. Oh, looks alright.
When you bleach your hair, do you use like actual bleach, like Clorox? What do you use?
I use the specific brand because it's not like as harsh. It's called High Life. It's literally just a bucket of bleach and they put peroxide in it.
That's so fried. Like, I
Yeah,
can't imagine putting
it's
bleach
so
on my
weird.
I think
head.
I know the one you're talking
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, it's like
I would burn, man.
Yeah.
That's what it does. It burns the hair.
Oh,
And then it
takes all the color
takes
out.
it- oh. And the hair never becomes the same anymore.
Yeah, you've got to like cut it off and regrow it.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Put like coconut oil and marinate it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What the fuck? If you go to the beach enough, like it gets naturally bleached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently putting beer in your hair and then going in the sun makes it bleach quicker.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh cool. I'm gonna try that out.
Fuck yeah. Just buy a case and splash each other with beer.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, bro, have you ever ridden a motorbike?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have one.
You never had one?
No.
Oh, dude, I've been thinking about getting one so
Get a
much.
Kawasaki to start off with,
Yeah.
and then go from there.
I used to have one. I used to have a Ducati, bro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I miss it so bad. Like, fuck driving cars, man.
Motorbikes are good, but the thing is, you don't have much protection. So if something happens,
Yeah, you don't need protection if you're on top of everything.
you say that now, but trust me,
Yeah.
when you go on the road and one car doesn't see you and you're in a blind spot and they turn,
You gotta be
You're
so careful.
you gotta be
with
careful
motorbikes.
because
It's life or death, like
That's
everywhere you go.
everyone that I've known that has a motorbike has been in a massive accident.
Everyone.
Everyone that I know that has had that has driven a motorbike or that owns one.
Because the whole time I had one, I never crashed it at all. Like, I dropped it once on my leg,
Yeah.
but nothing serious.
I'm just saying, be careful, man.
Yeah. But it's like, because my car's an automatic and it's just so boring when I drive. Like, I want to buy a manual car.
Get a manual, yeah.
But then I'm like, because all bikes are manual. It's just as fun when you're on a bike.
You can get a manual car, start drifting, have some fun.
But it's not a bike, you know? Like, I've already got a car. Like, fuck owning 2 cars because rego would cost so much. I'd rather own a car and a bike.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just saying, be careful. Because with a bike, you want to go more and more. You want to see more and more
for
and
sure.
more.
Yeah.
And then you get to the limit.
It's
and then
addictive.
It becomes a death trap.